good life, good life, good life. Dun, 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 dun. No. Dun, 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 bigotry, no. Dun, 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 literacy, no. Good life. Dance, dance, dance. When music is a song to break the color lines, let's work together to improve our way of life. Voices in the band, social industry. Forgetting all the lyrics I once used to remember well. People of the world today, are you looking for a better way of life? Mukbang! We are part of a food nation. Gonna give it right one time. Hit it up now. We are part of a food nation. I am. You know what? Hold on. I'm trying to multitask, Captain. Trying to advertise the stream on various channels. There's Twitter. Oh, you know what? Shoot. Let me jump back there and pin that to my doohickey whatchamacallit. Yeah, yes. Praise the Lord. All right. That's done. Oh, you know what? Yep, I'm stopped 499 followers in Twitter. Too funny. Too funny. Oh, you know what? Shoot. I forgot to crab puppies. Desktop. Bigotry, no. Illiteracy, no. Dance. How come it won't? All right, Facebook is not letting me. Wait. Available images, hide, show. What, is it going to do both of them? Edit destination, URL, settings. Don't take me to another screen, please. Why won't it let me change? Hey, why doesn't it like this one? Crap, puppies, Dylan. Let's re-upload this one again, just in case. It should definitely fit size limitations. My pulse is on Broadway. My pulse is on Broadway. Wait, what? Why are they doing it this way? Oh, do I have to? Crap, why is it doing this? Curse you, Facebook! Welcome to the chat. Stay a while and listen. And mukbang. Oh, by the way, while I'm doing all this so-called multitasking. Welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. And I'm trying to sort out something goofy with my advertising my stream on Facebook. I'm trying to do a post and get rid of an image, upload multiple videos, photo album, upload photos, video. Oh, I might have finally figured it out. Waiting for the sucker to load. Oh, all right. I think this is finally working. While I'm loading this to Facebook, let me go to MeWe. It's not going to show me a oh, you know what? All right, here we select this one. Loading, rawhide. Okay, post to MeWe. Oh, you know what? Shoot. What is it? I wonder why. Okay. Here's the good times. Tonight is kind of special. Da, da, da. Oh, shoot. You know what? I failed because I didn't upload. How should I do it? How shall I do it? Oh, by golly gee me, oh my. Edit. Wah, 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 wah. I guess I'll have to update that later. I've already got a little bit of activity thanks to your boy Wanger. Wanger actually retweeted my tweet. Right on. Thank you. All right, so I'll leave that there. Let me check on Facebook. Okay, it recognizes my thingamajigger, the doohickey, whatchamacallit. MeWe is up. Twitter has, on Twitter, I forgot to include, you know what? For the hell of it, I think I'll just respond to my tweet with an, oh, you know what? What does this do? This shares the tweet. Nope. I wish I could do an edit of a previously posted tweet. Whoa. Are you serious? Is that true? I posted 15.8 thousand tweets? What? Is that really possible? Let me upload this image to attach it, in a sense, to my Chickie Nuggies post. So, as you can see, well, that's if you find it on there. All right. All right. So I am going to cook up some. I thought about having some ready by now, but I figure I'll probably have some time before anybody bothers showing up, if anyone is going to show up. Oh my gosh, pop culture minefield. How's it going, Gary? Thanks for the reminder on the pronunciation of your name. I am. I welcome you. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be eating and let's see. I'm going to be eating and chowing down. I'm going to let's see. I was thinking of like holding up the platters so you can see the nuggets, and then also show the hot sauce that I'm trying out at the time. So first off, these are the nuggets I'm going to be eating. Purdue panko-breaded chicken breast nuggets. No antibiotics. They're breaded, nugget-shaped chicken breast patties with rib meat. 100% white meat chicken, no preservatives or fillers. Chickens are raised with an all-vegetarian diet with no hormones or steroids. And as I'm going to cook them up in batches, and I've got an air fryer. Well, you know what? It might be faster to do it via the oven. I was thinking it would be faster via air fryer, but let me see. Conventional oven, which is preferred. I don't have a toaster oven. Whoa, perfect with macaroni and cheese. Ooh, never thought of that. Or on the mixed greens or Caesar salad. Great with buffalo sauce and topped with blue cheese crumbles. Holy cow. It's only like 14 to 16 minutes, flipping halfway through. Air fryer at 350 degrees. At least 6 minutes. See, the challenge is, well, I mean, it's not so much a challenge. I guess I could go either way. The thing is, if I make them all in one batch, that'll be fewer visits to the kitchen. I mean, it's not too far, but man, 6 minutes versus for the thing about it, if I do the air fryer, it'll be several smaller batches, but at the same time, they'll be, I guess, fresher, you might say. This says it's got 5 pounds in it, but I don't know how many that equates to. I wish it would have an estimated quantity, but I guess it's really, yeah, I guess they would have to do it by weight so that they don't have to painstakingly count each and every one. I did one of the, I think maybe I will go with the air fryer, even though I won't be able to make as many as at a time. I am opening this carefully, so I have the option of reclosing the lid. But I have a feeling I might just, depending on how hungry I am or how full I get, I might end up eating them all. I don't know. So I don't know if you saw the preview, but I've got a wide selection. Well, I don't know if it's a really wide selection, but I've got a slew of hot sauces. Actually, let me put in the first batch of chicken nuggets. 350 for 6 minutes. 350 for 6 minutes. At least 6 minutes. Where the heck? I'm going to try for 350 degrees at 6 minutes, which is the minimum for the nuggets, as per the air frying instructions, and then see how that goes. If it's sufficiently cooked, then I'll just cook it at that temperature and time, and adjust as needed in case it needs a little more cooking time. Shoot. Oh man, where'd it go? Be right back looking for some paper towels. Yes! You got some paper towels left. Woo! Thank goodness. Just a sec. What do we have going on here? Are you by chance eating anything, Gary? Stick this. Oh, sweet. Dun, 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 dun. In case you're wondering, I'm doing something on my phone. I got a video game going on basically, and I'm trying to do what you might say my daily tasks so that I don't miss out on certain bonuses. Let's see, that might be everything. Ruffle mouth. Oh, I'm almost done. All right, so let's see. Here's the good times. Tonight is kind of special. Dun, dun, dun. Cheeseburger pizza. Was that one you bought from a restaurant, like a pizza joint, or was it homemade? If I remember, you're married. Did you guys make that yourselves, or considering it's cheeseburger pizza, that sounds like something you might get from Pizza Hut. Too much mustard, is that right? Yeah, I love mustard, but it's easy to go too far with mustard. And I don't know if I'm going to go with. At first, I was thinking of just eating them with my hands, these nuggets. But at the same time, oh, cool. Yeah, I think I've tried cheeseburger pizza before, and I think it's all right. But my standard go-to is always Supreme. I love Supreme. Can't go wrong with Supreme because it's basically every single thing. Well, it's not everything on the menu, but I'd like it to be. Ooh, the chicken is a cooking. Hey, it doesn't hurt to try new things, right? I mean, how else are you going to know whether you like something or not, right? Okay, so here's a selection of some of the hot sauces I'm going to try. I'll basically read off the label so people know what it is I'm trying. Plus, I have a few others. This was a set of hot sauces that I got. If you happen to have caught the previous stream where I did an unboxing, I got this pack of hot sauces that resembled a pack of dynamite sticks, TNT, and it was also Valentine's Day themed. I didn't have a Valentine at the time, but I bought it because it was a funny gimmick to look like, set them up to look like dynamite sticks. Here are 3 more from that set. And it has goofy little sayings like, "You're dynamite, light my fire, you're the bomb, you're hot stuff, I'm so hot for you." Now, I don't know where I got this. I think I got it from my sister. And this is actually kind of scary looking. It says Blair's After Death Sauce with liquid fire. Feel alive. And check out the design of the bottle. My gosh. It's got a tiny little skull emblem. I guess it's actually a keychain. It looks like a keychain. Freaking funny, man, but also scary. Suggested uses. Use sparingly on death wings, meatloaf, seafood, chili, cheeseburgers, sushi, or anything you desire. This has habanero peppers, vinegar, cayenne pepper, salt, garlic, natural flavor, chipotle peppers, cornstarch, habanero. Yeah. A lot of hot sauces are based on habanero. No, wait a minute. This product contains the hottest known ingredients on the planet Earth. Please use with extreme caution. I thought there were more man-made sauces that were hotter than habanero and chipotle. Made with great karma. Shake me. www.extremefood.com. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what chipotle and habanero peppers. Isn't there something called a ghost pepper that's even more harmful to your body? I thought so. I could be wrong. I thought ghost peppers and other types of peppers were stronger in heat, like in Scoville units. The usual measure for, excuse me, excuse me. What the hell? Why can't I? That one's full. Huh. Scariest hot sauce I ever had was clear and had spirits in it that made some moonshine I once had look clear. Wait, did you add hot sauce to moonshine? A hint on my pinky when it hit my tongue caused my eyes to swell up. Oh, shit. And my nose to run. Oh, man. That sounds bad. And yes, it was made from ghost pepper. I can't enjoy hot sauce like I used to. I get the You get hiccups? Really? That's interesting. Why won't it let me deploy my forces? Shoot. Or did I already deploy? Well, it's not letting me now. Oh. Well, it says no deploys, but I kind of have to because I have nowhere else to deploy to. Yeah, but the guild leaders are saying not to deploy. Yet other members are deploying here. So to hell with it. If others are deploying here, then I'm going to deploy here. Come hell or high water. Excuse me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. Disobey guild order. One of the officers of your guild has flagged this mission to be ignored. Are you sure you want to disobey orders? Okay, I'll back off. I'm playing this game called Star Wars Heroes, Galaxy of Heroes. So let me check a couple other things before I jump out of the game and get back to my food. All right, that and that. All right, sweet. That's done. That was easy. All right. Put this back on the charger. My best friend forever gets hiccups too. I don't know many people who get them from hot and spicy food, starting in my late 40s. Oh, interesting. Let me go check on the chicken. And I'm also going to grab some coffee. Excuse me. All right. Gotta run. Bedtime, good chatting, talk more later. Enjoy your meal and coffee. Share your video on our Twitter page. Good night. Hey, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Guess what? Nuggets are ready. So 6 minutes was, I guess, the perfect amount of time. All right. So I've got Folgers Instant Coffee. I normally prefer drinking regular ground coffee, but I have some instant coffee I'm trying to use up. Man, why is the water? Excuse me. Okay, so that was cool to see Gary. All right, let me make a note here. I'm going to keep a tally of how many nuggets I eat. It turns out my air fryer will fit 20 nuggets at a time, which is pretty decent. And it's probably better that I chose this option over using the real oven. Excuse me. Because by the time I'm done with the batch 20, the rest will be cooled off and I'd have to reheat them. So that probably worked out for the better. So I'm just going to do an open tally. Nuggie Tally 20. All right. I probably didn't pick the... Today is probably not the best day to have chosen to do a hot sauce challenge, considering I don't really have any beverages to cool me off other than water and basically just water. This used to be an apple juice container, but I'm repurposing it, refilling my containers with water. And let me check something here real quick. Excuse me. Appreciate your spreading the word, Gary. Always a pleasure to have you. All right, so go back to this and this. All right. So let's see what we got. We're going to try chipotle pepper. Oh, man. I didn't take the time to rip open these these seals. Can I do it? Get away with this? And do things back-asswards? Ass-backwards? Back-asswards? Ass backwards? The other thing I have to remember is as soon as the nuggets are done cooking, I really need to get to them so that they don't cook while they're in the fryer. So let me take off the lid, but the lid itself didn't break or anything. It just remained intact. So I cut it after the fact. So let's try the chipotle pepper, see what it's like. Whoa, jeez. Look how much I dumped on it. Let's see, maybe you can check out my... Oh, crap. What a time for my camera to stand to go. Hold on. Now I got the same flavor and more than one nugget. Let me try and stabilize my camera. All right, there we go. All right, so again, we're going with chipotle pepper. Yeah, let's get some heat. I'm fortunate I still love and can take hot sauces to a specific degree. Yum. I'm no foodie pro, so I'm not the best at talking about flavor profiles and things like that. I just generally either like it or I don't. There are certain things when it comes to hot sauces where you get to a point at which things are just so insanely hot that it becomes like, what's the freaking point? Where all they're doing is blowing away your taste buds, making your face numb. So that was chipotle pepper. I like it. I like it. Man, I wish I'd have thought this through. Because if I did, I would have removed all these labels ahead of time. So I don't have to deal with them now. Blast packaging. I mean, they did the right thing. I wonder if I can leave all the packaging intact and just screw them off and screw them back on. All right, we're trying garlic heat. Garlic heat. Mm-hmm. This time I'll be more controlled. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to get into this garlic heat. Yep. All right. That's pretty good. So it looks like I might be able to fulfill my master plan by simply unscrewing the lids, outer packaging and all, and then screwing them back on, which is pretty stinking funny. Okay, this one is jalapeno pepper. Just a second here. All right. So I'm also just curious as to, hey, how's it going there? I think I've seen you before in one of my other streams. Loax plays it. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. How's it going? Let's see. The one we're on now is jalapeno pepper. It says, I'm so hot for you. See, let's see how this one goes. And again, I'm starting it off with more control than before. This reminds me of Tabasco sauce. Oh, shoot. If I'm not mistaken, Tabasco sauce is based on the jalapeno pepper. Yeah, I'm liking this one. This tastes really mild. I don't know. Maybe I need to reposition myself or my camera. I've just got a very basic, simple rig for my camera. My webcam is over 10 years old. Actually, surprised it still works. I'm thankful it still works because I'm too cheap to buy another one right now. This one sounds a little scarier. All right. This one is called Heat Explosion. Heat Explosion, and it says you're the bomb. Man, I do like these nuggets. These bottles in particular come from moderngourmetfoods.com. Okay, it's also a product of China, so there's a 50-50 chance I'll get corona as a result of taking in all these hot sauces. Yum. I like it. Okay, now we're working on smoky bourbon. Smoky bourbon. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try and set the night on fire. Yeah. Come on, cook those nuggets. Get that hot sauce too. Come on, baby, light my fire. Smoky bourbon. I'm looking forward to this. Hmm. Hmm. Excuse me. You can actually start feeling this one in the nasal passages. Unless it was just coincidental. Not bad. I guess it's got a touch of bourbon flavor. Okay, let's do the scary death one. Blair's after death sauce with liquid fire. Feel alive. And as I mentioned, it's got what looks like a scary keychain with a skull on it. The time to celebrate is now. Ah, it is a keychain. Not sure it's something I'd want to put on my keychain, but excuse me. It's kind of cool and funny nonetheless. Okay. Excuse me. The top of the skull says Blair's. Oh my gosh, am I going to be one of those people who becomes a hiccuper after I eat hot sauce? As Gary from Pop Culture Minefield was describing. I don't remember being a hiccuper after eating hot sauces. All right, let's try something. Ooh! Oh man. I just, wow. Waving my hand across the top of it to waft the aroma towards my nose, as you do with dangerous hazardous chemicals. And I could get the sense of the heat already. All right. Hopefully this is a small enough test subject. I guess I took half a bite of that droplet, as you can see. Let's see if smoke comes out my ears. It's probably one of those where it does a slow burn and then hits you hard later. It's quite strong. Yeah, that's hot. It is one of those you will want to be sparing with. And now my tongue is starting to heat up. Whew. Yeah, that's hot. Again, I have Folgers instant coffee. Not that it's going to do a lick of good. And I have water. That one is got the kind that has the spices still sticking to your tongue afterwards and meanders and stays in your mouth, all that heat. Excuse me. All right, so let's see if I can still get away with not fully removing the labels on the bottles. I guess not. Huh. I'm having trouble pulling it off the rest of the way, so I'm probably going to have to give it a starter cut. All right, so we're doing smoking Jamaican. You know, when it comes to spices and stuff, it said that the smaller the container, the more careful you need to be, because hot and spicy foods in smaller containers pull pack a punch. So it could be that either these tiny bottles of hot sauces pack a whole lot of punch, or they do it so they could pack several varieties in the same package, and so you get it. There's enough to get a sampling flavor of each one, or a combination of both. Smoking Jamaican man. Smoking Jamaican man. We charming. We charming. Gonna charming with you. Not bad. One thing is evident. I've got hot sauce for days. This is going to last me a long time, despite all the food I eat. And I eat a lot of food. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. This one, I guess, is supposed to be from India. Hot Fez sauce, F-E-Z. And I mentioned India because some of the artwork design sort of looks like Indian buildings. Excuse me. Hot Fez hot sauce. Excuse me. Not bad. I would classify hot fizz as more a mild sauce than a hot sauce. You know what? Before I finish these, let me step away. I'm going to throw in another batch of 20 nuggets. Oops. All right, I'm back. So I popped in another 20 nuggets into the air fryer. They should be ready in 6 minutes. I'm trying to debate what I'm going to see how hot they turn out after coming out of the air fryer, because previously I let them sit for a minute or two, and I want to see how significant the amount of time I wait after they're done is. If they continue to be hot enough after I pull them out after 6 minutes, then I'll continue going at 6-minute intervals. I might consider jacking it up to by a minute or two in cook time, just to see if it makes them stay hotter. Let me see something here. I'm curious. When did I start this one? All right. All right. And you know what? Would have also been smart to have all these sauces at the ready. Dang, modern packaging. I mean, I guess it's good for them to be secured and everything. Oh, these little vials of destruction. All right, so let's see. Moving on. Whoa. All right, so this one's called Dragon's Breath. Garlic hot sauce. Anything that involves garlic, I'm looking forward to. I love garlic. Whoa, shoot. I went a little too liberal with that. Not bad. These Dragon's Breath garlic hot sauce. With these little jars, they're supposed to be hot sauces from around the world. And by their names and their designs, they try and make them all look unique. That one, in my opinion, wasn't as much a hot sauce. It felt more like a mild sauce again. Be right back. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. 3-second rule. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Hour and 10. All right, so, whoops. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen, aren't I? So, another batch of 20 nuggets. It looks like 6 minutes on the air fryer is going to be a perfect amount of time. Just so you know, I have no idea how long I'm going to last or how long before I am totally full. But, you know, to the point at which I'm so full I can't go on. This morning and afternoon, all I really ate was a couple of Baby Ruth candy bars, some toffee candies, some, what are they called? They were like cheese stick kind of things. I don't know how to describe them. It's like a pantry item, but it's like a dried cheese stick cookie kind of thing. Let's see here. So basically, I've spent the day eating trash. And I ate a bunch of chocolate chip cookies. I have some chocolate chip cookies because I made at least a couple dozen, maybe 2.5 dozen. What's it say? Cuban Fuego? I don't know if you can read it. My camera is only 640 by 480 in video quality. Excuse me. Let's try this out. That's kind of cool. It's got a touch of a fruity flavor, but I can't quite place what that fruity flavor is. I'm hoping I survive long enough to get through all these hot sauces. Maybe what I need to do is apply each flavor to a nugget apiece instead of going several nuggets per flavor. This is caliente, meaning hot. Jalapeno salsa picante. And anytime I hear salsa, I get excited because I love salsa. And usually, whenever I think of salsa, I think chunky. I don't know if this is going to be the case here, but let's see what happens. It's very liquid and fluid, so I don't think it's going to be very thick. And by the way, I highly recommend these nuggets. They're tasty. These are panko-breaded chicken nuggets. For those of you who don't know, Panko is like a Japanese breadcrumb. So as opposed to breadcrumb that looks like little tiny crumbles or like meteorites, if you zoom in on them, or like crumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are bigger and kind of more of a flake shape instead of a little boulder. It's supposed to be lighter in flavor too. Not bad. That, like the other jalapeno based one, reminds me of Tabasco sauce. At least I've gotten to where it doesn't take me too long to remove these labels. This says authentic spice Thai pepper sauce. I love Thai food. I'm curious as to what this is going to taste like. By the way, the reason I'm positioned where I am with respect to the camera is because I have all the little jars of hot sauces. Oh, you can see it. All the little jars of hot sauces I've yet to try on the side of me. Well, that's interesting. What is that spice? Turmeric? It doesn't taste like curry. Well, maybe a very, very faint hint of curry. See, the thing about getting these hot sauces in bulk, where you get a big old mix, is yeah. I think some fumes or spices just went up the back of my nose into the nasal cavity. Ay, ay, ay. This has a very smoky flavor, which I'm surprised by. I don't think of Thai as having smoky flavors. Oh, man. All right. Baja Heat Mango. Habanero hot sauce. Okay. Now, if memory serves, habanero is hotter than jalapeno. And if memory serves again, habanero is like a round tomato-shaped pepper that's often green, whereas jalapenos are like long and red. For those of you who may be familiar, hot sauces are rated by what's called Scoville units. thousands of Scoville units. And of course, the higher the number, the hotter it is. That's kind of cool. I wish I had more mango flavor, though. I actually enjoy the fruitier hot sauces more than I do the ones that just focus on burning your mouth off. Man, this is funny. From above, these hot sauces look like jars of essential oils. You definitely don't want to mix your essential oils up with your hot sauces. Excuse me. Man, this is the first one I'm having problems with. Boo hiss. Let me check something, see if someone's trying to reach me. Nope. Here's the good times. Tonight is kind of special. Ooh. I took my baby for a Saturday bang. I had to tell him we are one and the same. I believe in miracles, and the miracles happen tonight. You can even be my brother. It don't matter if you're black or white. Fire tusk, pepper hot sauce. So fire tusk. Whenever I see reference to elephants, I think maybe Africa. I was doing that wafting of the air to get a sense of the aroma. I think what I should have done is not eaten so much garbage earlier in the day, so that I'd be more prepared for this. I actually was tossing around whether or not I should do the chicken nugget challenge today, but I ultimately decided to just get it done. That was kind of a cool one. I don't know how to describe it. Basically tastes like most other hot sauces. Looked like someone hopped on to watch very, very briefly and then promptly left. Bummer. It would be nice to have company. Okay, let's see. Rio de Janeiro Carnival habanero hot sauce. Let's see. Where's Carnival originate? Is that Spain? I know it's celebrated in Louisiana in the States, but I think Carnival is in, I want to say Spain. Whoa, shoot. Hey, Pim Daddy. How's it going? Well, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says Rio de Janeiro Carnival habanero hot sauce. The thing about it is, most of these hot sauces I got are part of these like gift sets or multi packs. So, in order to see what the like specific ingredients are for each of them, you have to have the original packaging. And like all these tiny bottles I got are part of one big old set. So they probably have very generic labels. They might be hot sauce flavors that are licensed for resale, just under a different name. Like small ones came from this package, hot sauce flavors from around the world. And as I mentioned, all the nutritional information and the ingredients are on the back of the box. Let me see. So, for example, actually that one. The next one we're going to try is Hawaiian lava flow hot sauce. Excuse me. See if I can find it real quick or not. Water, salt, red chili, onion, garlic, carrot, habanero powder, maltodextrin, acetic acid, citric acid, xanthan gum, sodium benzoate, concentrated mango extract. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, if you want a taste of all kinds of different hot sauces, or I guess it applies to just about anything these days, it's kind of cool to have the option of getting a big old gift set worth. Excuse me, so I can try a little of everything, see what you're into. So again, this is Hawaiian lava flow hot sauce. Yeah, so exclusively designed and distributed by Modern Gourmet Foods. I think their site is moderngourmetfoods.com or something like that. Wow, this cap was actually tighter, huh? Maybe some caked on sauce. Oh. Spiciest so far is one I got from my sister, which came in its own bottle. It's called Blair's After Death Sauce with Liquid Fire. Feel alive. This is pretty strong stuff. It even came with a little keychain. Test, test, test. Let's see. Test, test, test. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right, cool. So out of the ones I tried, as you might expect, the ones that are based on jalapeno peppers tend to be hotter than those based on jalapeno peppers. And out of the small bottles, I don't feel any of them are super spicy. The ones that I felt were spicier came in a different gift set. And I don't know if you missed it, but these bottles were packaged together in a circle to resemble a pack of dynamite. So that was pretty funny. That's one of the reasons why I bought it in the first place. It included jalapeno pepper, garlic heat, chipotle pepper, smoky bourbon, and heat explosion. I think, and in a separate box, well, totally separate, is this one called After Death from Blair's. Blair's After Death sauce with liquid fire. It says, feel alive. And this stuff's pretty smoking spicy. I think these two, After Death and Heat Explosion, are the spiciest so far, but this one is definitely a legit hot sauce. They give the effect where you've eaten it and then the flavors and the spices remain on your tongue and they continue lingering for a while. So I actually had to drink a couple cups of water for that, since I didn't bother to buy any milk or anything beforehand. I also heard that vinegar is supposed to be able to counter some hot, spicy foods. By the way, on the Blair's After Death, it actually came with the keychain of a skull, and on the skull it reads Blair on it. Pretty funny. So there's that. All right, so the next one we're going with is the Hawaiian Lava Flow hot sauce. I think I actually started on this one before you alerted me that my audio went out. It was kind of funny because this is the first time my audio has gone out in the middle of a stream. This surprisingly got some kick to it. The Hawaiian lava sauce. All right, let's see. So are you, Pimp Daddy, a hot sauce connoisseur? As I think I mentioned briefly at the start of my stream, I enjoy hot sauces, but I'm in no ways a total foodie. I love food, don't get me wrong. I'm on what you call the seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it. Okay, this is the Death Valley Rattler hot sauce. Yeah, Death Valley. Yeah, if you're into hot, spicy foods, what are your favorites? What are you into? Ah, shoot. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. Well, that's kind of cool. This kind of reminds me of a salsa, though. It doesn't really taste spicy to me. It's I view this as another mild one. I guess the ones in the big old gift set are more to appeal to larger audiences, not really trying to kill you from the hot sauce, but to give you a little heat with some flavor to differentiate it from the others. You enjoy the whiskey shot experience with the hot sauce, but occasionally you try something that punches you. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I've only dealt with homemade salsas. Oh man, I love salsa. Have you have you tried something called jazz salsa? I think Jazz is possibly the name brand. But I used to watch the Food Network all the time, and they had all these programs like uh, Anthony Bourdain, and they had Andrew Zimmern, and Man versus Food. One of those programs, I don't remember which now, had this guy checking out different sauces, and there was one from Jazz Salsa that looked mighty appealing, but I have not found it in stores, so I'm guessing it's either available on the internet or at certain restaurants, and maybe not available for retail. Well, I thought it was supposed to be available for retail. Oh, this one, this one says Indian tiger blood hot sauce. Indian tiger blood. You know what's weird? I have a big old bag, a brand new bag of nuggets, panko-breaded chicken nuggets that I bought from Costco. And I thought I would easily be able to eat the entire bag of nuggets, but I might not even make it to past 40 nuggets. Those homemade salsas you're used to having, are those ones that you yourself or your family have made? Because salsas rock. Hmm. Indian tiger blood is not bad. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, what do we have here? Mayan runes hot sauce. Mayan ruins. Let's see if this tastes like it's 1,000 years old. Hundreds of years, thousands of years. Not bad. Have you tried growing peppers and made your own salsa? Oh, family mostly. Oh, that's so sweet. Homemade family foods are cool. The only extent to which I grown my own peppers are just real low end. Usually when it came to salsas, a lot of my family couldn't handle the hot sauces anymore, so everyone ate mild stuff. So we often made salsa with tomatoes and onions and stuff if we made anything, and then occasionally added some pepper. And excuse me, later on in adulthood, the only peppers we grew were bell peppers, like red and green bell peppers. And that's not really the type you use for, it's not the type you use in salsas. At least no salsa I've heard of. In the South and in the Midwest, bell peppers are also referred to as mangoes, even though mangoes are also a fruit. I don't know where they came up with that name, but fun fact. Yeah, so that's Mayan runes. Not bad. Oh, I meant to ask. Can you clarify what you meant by doing the whiskey shot experience with hot sauce? Are you talking about filling whiskey glasses up, each full of a different hot sauce, and then downing them straight without any kind of food? Is that what you mean by the whiskey shot experience? Because when it comes to hot sauces, if that's what you meant, I've never done that. I'm always putting hot sauces on foods. Like I love Mexican food, so I will, like if I eat a chile relleno, I might throw some hot sauce on it. Or if I've got tortilla chips, freshly baked tortilla chips, or baked or fried, then I will try the different sauces they have on the table, see which one I like. Or if I'm making a burrito or something. Some places, especially the Americanized ones, they'll have like well, actually, I don't know if the legit Mexican places do it this way too, but some places have like a hot sauce bar. And then well, not so much a hot sauce bar, but a salsa bar. So you just pick out get a little sample of each of the sauces, and when you want the most, you come back and get refills for. So this is a Texas smoky chipotle sauce. Texas smoky chipotle sauce. I I love chipotle. I love its smoky flavor. And this is coming from Texas, where they have a reputation for everything being big. It's kind of funny. With a big Texas reputation in a tiny little bottle. Let's see here. So, you mean when the hot sauce is perfectly balanced, so you get a head rush of heat and it goes away pretty fast. Oh, yeah. That's when you get that sweet spot. The heat doesn't linger, almost like a shot of whiskey. You get the nice strong taste and it's gone in a matter of seconds. Oh, nice. That's the way to go. I mean, you go to, you hear about all these, I guess the spices are going up my nasal passages, triggering sneezes. Woo-wee. Yeah. Also on those like channels like Food Network, and I forgot what the other station was. I guess it's Travel Channel that had Andrew Zimmern and Anthony Bourdain. But like Man versus Food and stuff, they'd have all these food challenges. I enjoy watching food challenge programs too. I used to watch them all the time. But you know, you see all these hot sauce food challenges, like fiery wings, chicken wings, so hot that the restaurant in their competition requires you to sign a waiver saying they're not at fault if you move forward with it. Yeah, so not bad. Texas smoky chipotle. Get some trusty water. I like it. Oh, hello. Almost did a nugget without any hot sauce on it. Egyptian fire scarab sauce. Egyptian fire scarab sauce. You think that tastes like Beatles? the YouTube. What about YouTube? Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! I I watched that too. I got into it because was it? No, at first I was gonna say it was from Instagram, but I think it's from Snapchat of all places. They I started watching videos there, and then I got into it, and then realized that they had a YouTube channel. That's a fun show. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. What I like it, what I like about Hot Ones is they don't ask the general run-of-the-mill questions that everyone else asks. So it kind of feels like uh, you're learning. Excuse me. So it kind of feels like you're learning something new about the celebrities or guests. I don't know if you've seen it, but they use the Blair's death sauce. Oh, really? I have seen Hot Ones, but I don't remember any of the names of the sauces they've showcased, despite all the times they repeat and reinforce it. But that's a fun show. You know that pretty well-known chef Gordon Ramsay was on that show. I think he finished it too. But I guess his kids really wanted him to do it, so he offered to do it. Pretty cool. But yeah, if they use Blair's death sauce, after death sauce, yeah. Definitely a worthy contender. I honestly don't know if I would survive Hot Ones. I like to think that I would, but I really don't know. I guess I if I wanted to spend the money to buy the hot sauces they advertise, maybe I would know for sure if I could handle it. And as much as I've been tempted to do some sort of hot sauce food based challenge, I don't know if I'd really go through with it. I'm more into the other types of food challenges. Like I once, have you ever heard of Bub's Burger? As far as I know, they're only in Ohio, but maybe they have other locations in other states. But they have this one challenge where you eat a 1 pound hamburger, your choice of the fixings, but you do have to eat the bun, top and bottom bun. Excuse me. And I can't remember if the beverage, I think the beverage was required. And I can't remember if you had to have a side. But, and you could choose between two types of meats. One of them was, I think one was traditional ground beef, and the other was elk. Elk, if you didn't know, is a much, much, much leaner meat. So there's little fat and marbling as there is in regular ground beef. So I went with a 1 pound elk burger, and it was literally one big old patty on one big old bun. But because I wanted something more than just bread and meat, I asked for all the fixings, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, just to, have other flavors and other textures in it so that it didn't feel too boring as I was eating it. And then I think I ordered curly fries and a large strawberry shake. Let's see. Best episode, he even taught the host how to make the perfect scrambled eggs. Oh, yeah, I know. That was funny. That was pretty cool. Doing it right now. I've never heard of Bubs in Chicago. Okay. Yeah, it might be, I can't remember now, but it might be B-U-B''S. Well, what I meant about not being unsure about whether I could handle the hot ones challenge, I have a feel, I suspect that the hot sauces they've got on their show are significantly more powerful, if you will, than the ones I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying a wide variety, but so many of these on my scale would be as far as I'm concerned, are more on the mild side. So this one says, "Stay Golden, California." Stay Golden, California hot sauce from my home state, California. Let's see what you've got. I imagine, or I would expect it to have like an orange hint. Although I guess you could argue maybe Florida would also have an orange hint as well. Let's see. It's all right. That was another case of not very hot. Yeah, so I went to Bub's Burgers in Ohio while visiting a friend. And I saw it on the menu and I thought, oh man, this will be a good opportunity to try my stomach, see if I could take the challenge. And it was pretty straightforward. And I think it had a 1 hour deadline. You had to finish the whole thing in an hour. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You know what? Come to think of it, it might not even. I think you actually didn't have a deadline. You could take as long as you needed. So that's where it was a little on the lax side. Whereas some food competitions, they have a deadline as to when you need to finish it by. But this was kind of like chill and laid back. So I don't remember there actually being a deadline. Of course, you had to finish before the restaurant closed for the night. But I had the 1 pound elk burger with all the fixings, a side of fries, which I think were curly fries, unless they were potato wedges, seasoned potato wedges, and a large, probably strawberry shake, plus I decided to eat, or, I asked if I could eat my friend's leftover fries plus the last bit of their shake. And I finished everything in about 45 minutes. A 1 pound hamburger patty doesn't seem like a lot, but it is filling, especially after you add the bun. I was kind of hoping I'd get a t-shirt out of it, but this particular challenge basically only gave you a photo. Yeah, what they did is you got a Polaroid photo to take home, and they also put a Polaroid photo and hung it up on their wall, so you could see all the different winners adorned on their walls. Now, if I remember correctly, if you completed the challenge twice, then I guess you get a 4x6 photo posted on the wall. If you complete it 4 times, then you get like an 8x10 posted on the wall. And then if you complete it more than that, then you get a gigantic poster of yourself, something like that. But I'd only been there once, and it was for that, and it's when I decided to do that competition. But I have a feeling they might have had so many winners as of late over the last several years that maybe I eventually got removed from the wall due to so many people winning, but I don't know. I'd be curious to see. I'd love to revisit them and see if my photo's even still there. But I'm trying to remember if I had to pay for my meal. I think I still had to pay for my meal, even though I finished it. All right, let's see. What do we have? This is a Mexican style hot sauce. Can't get more generic than that. Mexican style hot sauce. Ah, shoot. That was really liquidy, man. This seems more liquidy than even Tabasco sauce. Or maybe it's the same. I don't know. This seemed to run really, really fast. It's all right, but I was expecting more flavor. But it's one of those things, you gotta try and find your sweet spot. Combination of flavor and heat. If the only thing you're focused on as a hot sauce manufacturer is the heat, then I don't see any reason to even try and make a hot sauce. Man, I am so glad you're here. I appreciate your company. And without you being here, I would never have known that my audio went out. Yep, definitely got to shake the salsas. I'm trying to shake every one of these sauces. India Trading Company. Now, I don't know if it's pronounced Jala Green hot sauce or Hala Green hot sauce. Or maybe Haya. India Trading Company Jala green hot sauce. I guess if it were like Mexican or Spanish, it might be pronounced Hala. I think maybe since it's Indian, it's Jala. Could be wrong. I may be way off. Let's see. Yeah, I like the ones that are thicker, that are more viscous. I guess I just think the texture is cooler. Has more of a cool factor. Because the thinner ones remind me of water. Kind of like the idea of presentation. You heard the saying, when it comes to cooking, half of the taste and flavor of a food is how it's presented to you. If it looks beautiful, then your eyes are going to communicate to your mouth and your stomach that it looks appealing and delicious, and it thereby enhances the flavor. I do like the flavor of this. I don't know how to describe it, but I like it. I don't consider it hot though. Huh. Now this one is called New Orleans Bourbon Pepper Hot Sauce. I have one of those taller bottles, which is also a bourbon hot sauce. Let me see. Don't I? Okay. So I got a smoky bourbon hot sauce. Oh, in case you're wondering about the little sayings, it's because they came in a gift set of a different kind with the taller bottles, and they were decorated to make look like sticks of dynamite, and then on top of that, it was also Valentine's Day themed. So, yeah, Valentine's Day themed. So they have these, Valentine's type of sayings. No problem. You're handling these sauces like a boss. Props. Yeah, you taste with your eyes first. Yeah. The the funny thing is, my family will look at how much I eat. Some will say I have a hollow leg because I eat so much. I still do, but I know I should be, despite the fact I should be cutting back since I'm getting older. And it catches up to you fast at a certain point. But because I love food and I love leftovers, family would often tell me that they could stick a plate of stick a plate of poop in front of me and I'd eat it. Which I can't help but wonder if the eyes viewed something appealing, or if a plate of poop were actually like formed or whatever into something that looked appealing to the eyes, would it also Would the poop taste good? I know it sounds disgusting. I mean, what if someone made it look like a chocolate pie, for example? Have you seen the movie The Help? That was funny. Speaking of chocolate pies, oh man, I better not gross myself out. Um, I don't want to vomit on camera. This one is a New Orleans bourbon pepper hot sauce, or as they say in Louisiana, Nolans. N apostrophe AWLIN apostrophe S. Nolans. Bourbon pepper hot sauce. If it has sprinkles on it, you think about it. Damn straight. If it has sprinkles and chocolate buttercream icing, yeah. Don't you know it? Let's see. Bourbon hot pepper. I guess the main difference between this and the other taller bottle is the taller bottle is supposed to be smoky flavor. And the smaller one doesn't mention smoky. Mm-hmm. Not bad. What time is it where you are? As you know, I'm in the Midwest right now. So it's presently 12:54 Thursday morning. Let's see, this is So it's got a picture of a kangaroo, so you think Australia. This one is called My Outback is Burning Hot Sauce. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right, right on. Chicago. So you're in Central Time Zone. I'm on Eastern Daylight Time. My Outback is burning hot sauce. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Is this a sign of things to come? We shall see. Yeah, really. Are you by chance eating or drinking anything right now? Besides the nuggets and hot sauce, I'm drinking Folgers instant coffee and water. Not bad. I kind of like the flavor, but again, it's not very hot. Let me say something here. I've got 3 more nuggets. I decided I'm just going to... oh, you're smoking? Okay. I decided I'm going to stick to just the original 40 nugget batch. You know what? Excuse me a moment. I'm going to turn off my air fryer. All right. All right. So I'm going to finish off these last 3. Once I'm done with these 3, well, the reason I'm finishing them off is because I simply don't want to put the leftover cooked ones away. I'm being lazy, and I'd rather finish them off. I've got some more nuggets left that I put back in the freezer. I know it sounds crazy, but I thought I'd actually have a chance of finishing the entire bag of nuggets. And I'm going to give garlic heat another try. That's right, you dynamite. Gotta love garlic. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I forgot to shake this up. Have you ever participated in eating challenges? As much as I love hot dogs, I don't think I could ever do very well in a hot dog eating challenge because they require you to eat the buns too. And I could never fathom myself eating dogs plus the buns because the buns severely fill you up. And I've seen people like Kobayashi do those challenges, and to have to stuff the buns in your mouth, soak them with water to swallow them. That's just utterly disgusting in my book. Okay, so smoky bourbon. But there are other challenges that look really tasty, like the ones where you have to eat a large steak, like maybe a 46 to 72 ounce steak. Oh, you wanted to do a hot dog eating contest? Really? You never pulled through? Do you mean you got cold feet at the last minute? I mean, if it were just the hot dogs themselves, I might consider it. But knowing that you have to go in with the buns as well, I just don't like the idea of soggy buns. And in order to do that kind of challenge, you'd have to forego all condiments. And part of what I enjoy about hot dogs is having condiments like diced onions, relish, salt, pepper. And strange as it sounds, I enjoy mayonnaise on mine. Mayonnaise seems to be a regional thing when it comes to dogs. I think it was New York or some other state. Can't remember. Not a competitive eater. Was gonna go rookie and gonna go rookie and bring shame to your name. Oh my gosh. I think one of the tricks to being a competitive eater is I think you're supposed to, spend several days stuffing your face with food as much as you can fathom at once. And then eventually, over time, it stretches out your stomach. But then I've also heard that some people do like a binge and purge where they throw it up, force themselves to throw it up. And then that also stretches the stomach. I would hate to think you'd have to purge it all. But strangely enough, you can actually earn a living off of, competitive eating if you're good enough. If I'm not mistaken, Kobayashi lost his hot dog title to some skinny little girl, or maybe some other guy. But I recently saw a YouTuber talking about this female competitive eater. She's got a bunch of tattoos, but she looks in pretty good shape. She's not overweight or anything, and she just blows through food. I think she knocked out an entire steak in less than 3 minutes. It's crazy. Let's see here. Expanding your stomach with water. Oh, yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, with water. You just got to be sure not to drown your body. From time to time, when I feel up to it, I'll do the gallon water challenge, where you drink 1 gallon of water every day for a week. And I can usually knock that out handily. But they say if you get carried away and drink too much water at once, then you can literally drown yourself, even though you're mostly made of water. Human body is what, 70% water? And master breathing and eating as fast as you can. Yeah, that's critical. You gotta be able to time it. Let's do the heat explosion again. You the bomb. You're the bomb. You are the bomb. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other challenges I would consider. You know what? To be honest, I probably would do the Bub's Burger one again. Just to see, maybe possibly try another type of meat burger, because I think the restaurant was also serving bison and ostrich burgers. Let me double check and make sure. Well, I guess my audio must be still coming through since you're not mentioning anything otherwise. Other channel. Yep. All right. I do. Oops. Shoot. I usually have a YouTube window open for my streams so that I know if YouTube suddenly takes my stream down for terms of service breaches, false flags me, like they're false flagging so many other YouTubers. There's this other challenge. Actually, a couple challenges. I think I saw them both on Man vs. Food. And I think that's on Food Network. One of them, I believe, is a gigantic burrito. I don't know if the term is a wet burrito or what, but that's where you got a gigantic burrito made with one or two giant tortillas, loaded with filling, and then is coated in like a red or green sauce, or maybe both. I think that's what they call a wet burrito. So we've got, either I didn't have the cap on tight enough or something, but it looks like some of it dripped out. This is the jalapeno pepper. I'm so hot for you. Salsa. I mean hot sauce. Dun, 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 dun. I guess to an extent, I'm glad these aren't as hot as I was expecting them to be. Because if they were, I probably wouldn't make it past the first few bottles. But going back to those other challenges, so there's a giant burrito. I love giant burritos. And then there's this other one, I think it's in Alaska, where you get like one or two steaks, lobster, king crab's legs, shrimp. It's like a huge surf and turf kind of thing. It's either surf and turf, meaning steak plus seafood, or it's literally all seafood of various kinds. Shrimp, lobster, crab. Don't remember scallops, though. Don't remember if there were mussels. But man, it looks so delicious. Of course, as is often the case with me, my eyes get bigger than my stomach. I think those are the kinds of challenges I'd be interested in. There's this one challenge I was strongly considering doing. I don't remember all the details on that either, but it was a burger joint. And I think it had a couple huge burgers, one or two orders of fries, a large beverage. And then on top of that, there was you had to eat an order of deep fried Oreos and deep fried Twinkies. Something like that. I was considering trying that. If the restaurant's still there, next time I go back to California, I don't know, I might try it. I'd have to reevaluate what it is they're asking me to eat before I commit. But I think with that challenge, you actually get a t-shirt. I think any other competition I participate in that's food related would have to be the kind where they pay your meal if you finish it. Because those freaking, like some of those meals, they're freaking expensive. And it would suck to not only lose the challenge, but also have to for the meal that you failed at. We're on the last half a nugget out of 40 nuggets total. In honor of this challenge, I am going to have another whiff of the Blair's After Death sauce with liquid fire. Feel alive. Feeling alive? Feeling alive? Hoo, 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 hoo. Feeling alive? Feeling alive? Hoo, hoo, hoo. Feeling alive. Oh man, I think I overdid it already. Crap. Oh, jeez. See, you know hot sauce is hot when you can actually get a whiff of the smell and already get a sense for the heat as it's coming out of the bottle. By golly. So it looks like I already overdid it, but I've got some water at the ready. Whew. Hello, welcome. Third person viewing. Second person viewing, rather. Feel free to chat, chime in, comment, like, subscribe. I am. Oh, all right, never mind. You left. All right, so just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. So to commemorate the end of this challenge, 40 nuggets. The last half a nugget, we've got the Blair's After Death hot sauce with liquid fire. I'm going to have smoke coming out my ears, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this in like one or two bites and then immediately start flooding my mouth with water. So far, that was a good plan. But if my head should explode, let this be a recorded video. Recording the events of the cause of my death. Exploded head by hot sauce. Day and timestamp, May 7th, 2020, 1:19 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I've heard that water makes it worse. You got to ride the dragon till it's over. Yeah, I've heard that about water too. Generally speaking, it works for me, more or less. And besides, I don't have too many options. I either have water, hot tea, or hot coffee because I do not prepare ahead of time and buy another gallon of milk. So far, so good. I still have a touch of heat on the surface of my tongue, but not a whole lot. Ooh. My stomach's probably going to pay for this later. Excuse me. What was interesting is, I don't know if you caught one of my other streams, but I did a kumquat challenge where I ate 2 pounds of, ooh, there's some more of the spice swirling around my mouth. Well, I appreciate your time and you're hanging out with me and keeping me company. You have a good night as well. Have a cup of Pepto-Bismol before bed. Hey, guess what? I don't know if I'll have room for it, but I've got cookies, chocolate chip cookies. You have an awesome night. Thanks for joining me, Pimp Daddy. And thus concludes another stream. This has been the Mukbangin' Chicken Nuggie and Hot Sauce Challenge. Thanks for joining me, Wise Guys Entertainment. This was your host, Wyman, and you have a great night. Bye. Please like, comment, and subscribe.